Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, hello. I'm going to wait to get a thumbs up on whether you can hear me and see me, and then we will get going. I guess I am about 1 minute early. Oops. Let me take a look. So Terry and Kathy, Georgina, -10 where she is. Denise is here and waiting in dark and wet northeast Scotland. Joel, hello Joel. Hi Vivian and Mary from snowy and cold Virginia. There's Danelle. I haven't forgotten about you, Danelle. I gotta catch up with you by email. I haven't forgotten. She says hi. Okay, I have a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Hello Beverly and Gammy Rowe. Goodness, the gang's all here and everyone will be tumbling all in. It's great to see you all. Good afternoon, Jeanette. And hi, Judy. She says late again. I just got here. You are not late. I'm late this afternoon getting started due to an appointment this morning that was kind of around 11, but I didn't want to schedule the stream for noontime. Good thing I didn't. In fact, before I left for the appointment, I thought, oh, I could schedule it and put it out for 2 o'clock. But you know what? Really good thing I didn't do that. It ran much later than I thought. So anyway, we are all here and that's what matters. Okay, let's see. Who have I missed? Deb S., the Pug Mama Quilter. Well, good afternoon to you. Kathleen Kendall says good afternoon. Judy, or did I say that? Anyway, hello the right way. Janice says hello, Marie and friends. Love my crafts. Mary just getting home from work. She dove in the door. She slid in. She grabbed her remote. Oh, I don't know. To her TV. Maybe she's watching on her phone. We don't know. We don't pry, right? You're here. Betty Cummings, hi. She says, hi, I caught you. Yay. You got me right by the scruff of the neck. Oh, goodness. Fern King is here. Hello, Fern. And June's saying hello. Jan is here. I can't believe I found you live. Happy Wednesday. Well, happy Wednesday to you. Yes, and it's not even at my usual time. Of course, lately there has been no usual time. One of my friends and moderators came up with something. She said, you need to call it What's Up Whenever. Which I love, and that really fits for recently. That was good. Dawn, hello Dawn. She says hello. Whoops, it's scrolling on me here. Lots of people typing. Keep typing, that's good. I missed it. Okay, Dawn says hello from cold South Dakota. Temps going up this weekend though. Barbara is here saying hello. Hello, Barb. Melanie is saying hello to people in the chat. Good afternoon, Nancy. Good to see you way up in Oregon. Terry's saying hello to other people. Okay, Linda Joyce from Ontario. Hope I didn't miss anyone. Becky Fisher, hello to you. Let me see. Melanie Taylor says hi from chilly South Mississippi. We're getting that cold weather tonight. Yikes. Stay warm. Betty says love it whenever. So good afternoon to all my scrappy friends. Hi, Joy T from North Carolina. I wanted to say hello. Of course, as I always do, I like to welcome you here. Beautiful northern Maine. I'm coming at you from beautiful northern Maine. And it's actually warmed up here. It says that it's 24 degrees Fahrenheit. With wind chill, it's 13 degrees Fahrenheit. Now that changes to -4 Celsius or feels like -10 Celsius. So there you go. Georgina says, glad to see you. You're the bright spot in my day. Well, Georgina, you are just too sweet. I'm glad that if I can make you smile or bring brightness to your day, That's good. I'm good with that. Okay, and I would like to thank my mods, my admins. These girls are wonderful. As you know, I cannot say enough good things about them. They really are the backbone. And you know, it's funny, well, not funny, but when I met them, I can remember specifically 2 of them were in the chat, and I was really new, and I needed someone that I could trust to come in and be one of those blue wrench holders, because I was getting spammers in there and I didn't know what to do and I needed help, and they volunteered. And the thing is we have become such close, so good close friends. And we have a group chat where, you know, we all just kind of hang out, and well, not that we're there every day, but we touch base and everything, and it's just a wonderful thing. So it's funny how you meet people like that. I have met a few others, not just here from my channel, but for many years, you know, people that you meet online that you haven't met in, let's say, real life, you know, but you know you'd get along great. All right, let's see. Doris says, we are at -4, feels like -10. Yeah. Fern, 21, feels like 4 in southern Indiana. That's pretty close to here, Fern. Terry says, very true, Marie. Good close friends. You got it. You got it. And I have made friends with people around the world, you know, and that's the thing. You form these friendships and they're very near and dear to your heart. And, you know, I don't just make friends with people and then be like, oh yeah, you know, whatever. I think about them every day. I might not chat with them every day, and especially this winter, but they're always right here, you know, always right here. Okay, Terry says it's 32 where she is. Well, that's a balmy day. In June, in Iowa, it's 3 above, feels like -17. Oh boy. Melanie, I'm picking my kiddo up from the school. Joy T says, that is so nice of you to recognize your moderators like you do. I have to, though. I have to. Because I realize how much they do for me. And it's not that you all don't, but many of you who go to other live chats or hang out around YouTube or wherever, I'm sure you realize these people put in some time. They do it for me, but they do it for you. And so, you know, each of you. So I just appreciate what they do. But thank you, Joy T. I appreciate that. She says, I know they appreciate you also. Kathy says they've warmed up to 14 degrees in northeast Missouri. And Melanie says it's 49 right now, but dropping to the 20s tonight. That's cold for us. Well, you bundle up under a quilt and you'll be all set. Terry says she's cold because the floors are cold. Nothing but a garage and a basement below me. Yeah, and if you're anything like me, if your feet are cold, you're cold. Alrighty, so I mentioned in the little blurb I put out there with the link that I received some Happy Mail. And I did. I received 3 packages. 2 of them were from the same person, but they couldn't mail them in the same package, so that's why I say there were 3 packages. And then one that I didn't receive that I want to tell you about. Now, I realize that mail gets lost, but I'm going to say about a month ago, one of my subscribers, who's a friend of mine, we were chatting, and she said something about what had happened to her daughter. And I said, oh my land, I didn't know that. And she said, you didn't? You didn't get my letter? I sent you a card. I said, no. And she said, well, it had some hearts in it that she had made, I believe, on her embroidery machine. And so we were talking about it. And I said, well, no, maybe it will come, you know, because I know that I sent out a card to a friend of mine in Kentucky, and I sent it the first week of December. And I want to say it was either the last week of December, beginning of January, when she got it. So I understand that these things happen, but as of today, I still don't have that card, and I feel bad because I know she wrote a very heartfelt letter. You know, and a handwritten letter to me, you know, any kind of note or letter is very, it's a very precious thing these days. But when someone sits down, takes the time to write to a person, that's a lot. And then to think that she made something on top of that, I feel terrible that I don't have it. So to Carol, I'm very sorry that it is lost somewhere in the postal service. It's probably sitting in a bin somewhere, and I apologize. All right, let me catch up on this, and I will show you my Happy Mail. Terry says, June, I will stop complaining now about being cold. I don't know how you stand it. And that's it. You know, the thing is some of us get really cold weather, and some of us don't. I wouldn't want to be in Australia right now either, because I don't do well with heat anyway. But I couldn't take 115 degrees. You may as well just shoot me, because, you know, I don't think I could do it. You know, Fern says, Terry, you need some wool socks. She does. Jill says it's 21, feels like 14. Snow tonight in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Yeah, because as we were talking the other day, it has to be kind of warm to snow. Let's see. June says, it's been hard, Terry. I usually have layers in quilts. Even my floors are cold. I do have a heater to use as well. I have been staying in. Yeah. So Terry says she has on 2 pairs of those heavy slipper socks. Can't seem to wear shoes in the house. Danelle says, sorry, had work also missed. I'll catch that part on the replay. Absolutely, Janelle. Absolutely. Okay, so I'm not going to stick around long today, so I'm going to get to it. The Happy Mail. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you is something that I ordered, and I have been trying not to spend money, but I bought this easily 5 weeks ago. I did open it once it arrived. Now, I got the idea for these from Lisa Marie. Now, she didn't show me this, but what she does is when she sends out a package, like if someone places an order with her, she has all these little things like stickers or scraps of fabric stuck on her, little pieces of stuff. It's gorgeous. I don't know how she comes up with all this stuff, but I saw these. Okay, so they're just like a little tag, and there is a hole there. Let's see if I can take one out. I guess I got 2. You poke the hole out, okay? And then you have this piece of string or jute that you would put through there. So I ordered this because I have a gazillion buttons, maybe 2 gazillion if we're counting and being honest here. And I thought, what about little scraps of fabric just glued on there? Maybe a button on there glued too, and that would go in with a gift. And on the back, I could put my stamper that says Marie's Scrappy Creations, or I could sign it. I thought that would be a cute little thing. So, actually, I'll write down. I'll put the link to the tags into the description box below the video in case you're interested. I forget what I paid, but there were 5 packages of these. I mean, that's going to last me a while, and I know I didn't spend very much on it. Okay, so in order of how they came in, I haven't even opened it yet. I did tape this on there. This is my 2025 calendar. Goodness. See? And what I love about these is you have regular calendar spots where you can write things. But you also have detailed calendar sheets, okay? So this is where, let's say I do drawing today and you win, and I write your name down in here so that when I send it, the postcard or whatever, I can go tick it off in the box, okay? So Glenda Crouch purchased this for me through my Amazon wish list. So thank you very much, Glenda. She wrote, "Enjoy your gift. Hope you have a new year as beautiful and wonderful as you are, Marie. Love you, benches, yeah. Love you bunches, Glenda." From Glenda Crouch. Thank you so much, Glenda. You know I'm going to use it every day, so I'll think of you every time. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And so many of you over the year have done that. You've gone onto my wish list and you've grabbed something, whether it was sewing needles or whatever, pins. I received some pins, all kinds of things. So, yeah. Thank you to everyone. And I have more coming up. I just want to check the chat. Terry says, well, while I'm here, I'm sitting under a blanket with my feet covered. Marie, stay on as long as you want, LOL. You know, if you put a heating pad around your feet, no, don't do that. You'd get too comfortable, you'd fall asleep. Before we knew it, Terry would be snoring. Okay, Terry, or Joy T is excited for a happy mail. She's got the emoji of the bulging eyes and then the peekaboo. That's cute. All right. Kathy said she just got a birthday card from a friend mailed 28 days ago. Yikes. Well, you got it. So I'm still holding out hope. June says, good idea, Marie. Thank you. Doris says, I like that idea for craft sales. Yes, and gifts. And then Joy T was asking Deb if she decided to go live today. Janice. Hi, Janice. She says, sorry I'm late. I've been running errands all day. That's okay. What's the saying? Better late than never. We're glad you're here. Hi, Charlotte. She says, howdy, Marie and fellow scrappers. And then Deb says, LOL, I was going to, but I saw Jess and then Janice on. After that, I was waiting for Marie. LOL. Everybody, check out Deb's channel and so many others. There's so many talented people here. You guys are just brilliant. All right, Georgina said, awesome gift. And June, very nice of you, Glenda. Yes, it was. And Joy T says, great gift. I love a good calendar also. Yes, and if you missed it, if anyone missed it, I mentioned, I don't know, 2 or 3 programs ago that my son said when I was looking for the calendar from the dollar store, it comes with a big calendar and then a small 7-inch calendar that I keep on my fridge. And he's like, Mom, there's a calendar right there. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I need a calendar. I need a physical calendar. Just like with this. Could I do this partially in a notebook and partially on a calendar? Yeah, but then it would be in 2 places and it wouldn't be this pretty, right? No, but we get used to what we get used to. You know, it is what it is. Let's see. Deb says she hasn't gotten a calendar yet for this year. See, I was not alone. The only actual wall calendar I had came from WellCare, Medicare, whatever. They'd sent it to my husband. That's the only one we had up until I got the package that I'm about to show you. Nancy says, I hate to bail on the live, but I have to get ready for an appointment. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Stay scrappy. Nancy, thank you so much for letting us know you're going. I hope everything goes well with your appointment, and thank you for hanging out with us. Alrighty, let's see. Dawn asks, any Martin's shopping lately, Marie? Actually, I have not been into Martin's in a few months. I'm really due, aren't I? I probably should film it when I go. The thing about Martin's, there's 2 things about Martin's. Number 1, it's a dangerous place to go. Let's face it. dangerous place to go. But the thing that I don't like about Martin's, and this has nothing to do with Martin's, my debit card will not work in their store. I had one cashier who said, "Oh, I know a trick, but we don't have any plastic bags because Maine is a plastic bag free zone. You can't get a plastic bag." She said, "If we had plastic, I know a trick, because apparently if you stick your card, like the part with the strip, inside a plastic bag and you run it, it does something." Anyway, so I said, "Can't you just like type in the number?" No. Well, it kept declining it. Well, every time I go into Martin's, it declines my debit card, which needs to be replaced. Like, the expiration date is in August of this year, but I think I'm just going to go into the credit union and tell them I'm having issues with it, because lately, like the other day I went into the grocery store, I had to swipe it 3 times. It kept saying card declined, card declined. Well, it's kind of embarrassing to stand there when you know you have available funds, but it doesn't look like you do. You know, you got people behind you in line and things like that. But anyway, so when I go to Martin's, I either have to make sure I have cash or use a credit card, you know. So not my preferred method. But so there's the really long answer to have I been to Martin's lately. No, I have not. Yes, I need to. All right, let me see what I missed here. Judy is trying to talk Deb into going live after Marie. You should, Deb. I'm going to be cooking supper, but I drop in if you go live. Sure. All of us will, won't we? We'll go check it out, see what's happening. Doris says she had planned to go to the cemetery for her husband's birthday today, but the snow overnight put the brakes on that. I'll go Saturday instead. Aw, so it's his birthday today. I know those are rough days. The holidays, especially at first, are rough. Those momentous days, or I don't know how you want to say it, memory-filled days. So you hang in there, Doris. You're one tough cookie, I tell you that. Uh-oh, Fern says she doesn't have a calendar yet this year. This seems like a whole thing now. Have I started something? Terry, true. That's a pretty calendar. I don't use them anymore because I go through a whole year and write nothing on them. Maritza's Yarn and Craft says, hola. Well, hello to you, Maritza. Glad to have you here. And let's see, Georgina was sending hugs to Doris. Yes, absolutely. I agree with that. Hugs all around. And it is better to stay safe, you know, when it's snow like that. Melanie says they usually get a free calendar from the bank, but her hubby hasn't been inside yet. Yeah, it's hard to get them when you're not in. It's just like my local pharmacy. Every year I get a calendar. Take that back. Not every year. Every year until this year, I got a free Norman Rockwell calendar from my pharmacy, and I love it. Love those Norman Rockwell paintings. And I saw them at the pharmacy at the end of 2024, but every time I was in, I was thinking, did I already grab one? Yeah, I don't want to be greedy. I won't get another one. They don't have any more, and I did not get one. Uh-oh, Vivian hasn't gotten hers either. Goodness gracious. June says she gets a free calendar from her bank, and it's big enough to write on for appointments. That's awesome. And Vivian says that there are no plastic bags in Oregon either. Good deal. I'm very anti-plastic. All right, Laura. Hello to Laura. She says, hello, everyone. Anne-Marie, sorry I'm late. There's absolutely no need to apologize. Absolutely not. We're glad you're here. All right, and you are welcome, Doris. Judy says, I don't have a credit card. I debit card. I use my credit card for all purposes. Yeah, purchases. Joy T saying, do it. I think Deb's going to get talked right into it. Joy T says, who makes that calendar? You got it from Amazon? I did. I will write it down and put a link to it in the description box below the video after we're done with the live stream. Of course, there are a lot of them out there, a lot of different pictures and brands and sizes and all that, but I will do that. Doris hasn't had a calendar for a couple of years. Okay, now that I am caught up on that, I'm going to switch and show you the rest of the Happy Mail. Now, if you were with me a while back, I had mentioned that normally, of course, I always get the Norman Rockwell calendar from the pharmacy, and that goes on the wall in the living room. But here in my sewing room, I usually have a calendar from the Dollar Tree because they have such a wide selection. The only thing I don't like is you kind of pin them up and they're thin, so they kind of fold. But I have a thought about that too. But anyway, when you buy the calendar, and I have to talk with my hands, you get a small calendar with it. Not with every one. You have to be selective. They have some that have a small calendar, and it matches the bigger calendar. So if you've got palm trees and ocean front on the big one, you've got it on the small one. And the small one, when I open it up, it fits on my refrigerator just right. You see the little picture. You've got the small calendar. I write my appointments on there. You know, I'll put haircut Thursday at 10 or what have you. And if it's anything more in depth, it goes in the one that's up here in the sewing room. So as you know, we don't have a car. We take public transportation. So before I go and buy things, I check to see if they're in stock. Now I can go to dollartree.com. I can type in our zip code and it will say if something's in stock or not. So they always have the calendars, but even so, I checked it because I'm not going to schedule the bus to go over there to pay $1.25 for a calendar if they don't have them. That's kind of defeating the whole thing. So I checked, and sure enough, it says they're in stock at the Presque Isle, Maine Dollar Tree. Good enough. Except, you know what? They weren't. They didn't have any. They had the other calendars, but they didn't have them. So the other day, it was right after my last What's Up Wednesday, I believe. Anyway, I received this adorable kitten calendar with a matching small one for my refrigerator. Okay. And I won't go through every page, but my land, there are some adorable kitties on here. And you know what else there are? Cats that don't do bad things in my sewing room like Jack does. I showed Jack their pictures. I said, this is how kitties are supposed to act. She didn't listen. She didn't listen at all. So thank you to Richard for the package. I felt terrible when I saw the postage that you spent to send that calendar, but I appreciate the thought. And he told me kind of a funny story, and I'm sure he won't mind me sharing it. He went into the dollar store, and he had heard me talk about it on a live stream about how I buy the bigger one and the smaller one. He didn't realize they were in one package, so to speak. You know, they just have like the cellophane wrap around them. So he said he was in there looking. He found the big one, and he just kept looking and couldn't find it. He said, then he glanced down and he saw that it was already in there, but he'd already spent 5 or 10 minutes looking for the small calendar. But thank you very much, Richard. All right, let's see. Everyone's saying hello. Down below that, I said hello to Laura. Trying to find. Doris says she hasn't had a calendar for a couple of years. Oh, Kelly just slid in. Hello, Kelly from Kelly's Quilts and Cruises. Good to see you here. How are you? Laura says, I'm in my sewing room. I always order my calendar from Kate at the Last Homely House. I love her calendars. I have never had one of her calendars, but I love that lady. Joy T says, there are so many, but I really like yours because it has monthly and also pages to write more info. It does, and quite a few of them do, but I will make sure that I put that link in there. And then the other thing it does is it has, like, it shows the year at a glance as well as the next year, and then it has all the the holidays that are on the calendar. Got a place for your contacts, like a little phone book. You could keep addresses and stuff. Yeah, and then it just starts right in. And in the corner of each page, like this is the first week of January, it has the December and February. So it has the prior and the next month right there at a glance. I love these things. Love them. I have one every year, and thanks to Glenda, I have one this year. All right, and that link will be below afterwards. I'll edit that right in there. All righty, let's go on. There was a package. Like I said, one person sent me two packages, and that was Richard. So the calendar was the first, and this box was the second. So, Oops. Oopsie. Now, I love pens. I do. I am a pen freak. I've got a pen for every occasion, and I have some more pens for many more occasions. And I'm always setting them down everywhere, so who can't use some extra pens, right? Okay, I'm going to set those over there. I don't know what to take out in what order. If I had to package everything back in here, it was tightly packaged. And remember how I said when I use clips, I tend to use the big ones because I clip my projects together? A dear friend of mine showed me that. She was clipping parts of her necessary clutch wallet, all the pattern, like when she had the pieces cut out, she clipped them together. This has a lot of large ones in it. That is awesome possum. And then these are stickers. So like this one, you can see there's a dress there. They're all sewing related. They're gorgeous stickers. I haven't opened them yet because I wanted to show you guys. But yeah, they're all sewing related stickers. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packages of stickers. I love stickers. I'm like a little kid. What's in my Christmas stocking? Okay, then there's some other little baggies. Now, do you remember a while back I showed you my, I'm trying to think of the name of the tote bag, Terry. Terry bought the pattern for me from, oh, it escapes me again now. I know the woman's name. She has wonderful bag patterns. Anyway, I made one out of some fabric, and I made the purse for myself, technically, but I didn't use my most favorite fabric because I wanted to try out the pattern first and see what I liked or disliked. So I have Aerosmith fabric for the outer part. I have some paisley fabric for the inside. The only problem I had was I wanted a zipper pull that kind of looked like the wings of Aerosmith. And all I could find was a certain one. It had the wings on it, but I couldn't find anything without something in the center, which I figured that it's gonna have to do, right? There we go. I got wings. I have 4. Count them, 4 zipper pulls. Thank you very much. Absolutely. Okay, now I have 3 things left. So I'm going to show you this first. In this little unassuming box, whatever is in there. Oops, let me catch up. Cute calendar, says June. Thank you. Oh, I gotta go back. Terry says, "Aw, I had 2 orange tabbies. Love them. Aren't they sweet, right?" Jill says, "I feel like I should tell you that I never did use a calendar unless I was at work. No guilt. This is a no guilt zone, Jill. Not a worry in the world." Kelly says, we have a Burmese mountain dog calendar. One of those calendar stores appears in the mail every November. Isn't that funny how that works? It's almost like they're trying to get business or something. Judy says, my granddaughter buys me one for Christmas every year. She's bought me one every year since she was 5. That is sweet. I bought one for our granddaughter, who's 9 now. I bought her one a couple of years ago. The same kind of thing like what Richard just gifted me from the Dollar Tree. She liked the smaller one that was on our refrigerator because she loves butterflies, especially then. And so every time she came to visit, she would take that down and flip through it, looking at the butterflies over and over and over. So I went to Dollar Tree, I think it was last year and the year before, and found her butterfly calendars. Let's see. Joy T says, Marie, did he understand? No, Jack is a girl, but that's okay. I know the name throws everyone. Jack does not understand. Jack does not understand how to be good. We call her Jack Bad Cat because, it's just a label that works. I see those videos on YouTube of Jackson Galaxy. Do you guys know who I mean? Jackson Galaxy works with cats. He's like a behavioral expert for cats, but I don't think he could help Jack. Kelly says, thanks for posting my link, Terry, but I'm working on projects and will not have any content for a while yet. Yes, thank you, Terry. But you know what, Kelly? You have plenty of content going back, so that's a good thing. Melanie says, going into the dollar store, y'all need anything? I think a few people need a calendar, Melanie. Oh, goodness. Okay, yeah, see, here it comes. I need a calendar, please. And it has... All right, so in this little unassuming box... Oh, I apologize. I got to stop one more time. Doris says, my husband called me a pen klepto. If I got a pen in my hand, it would end up in my bag. At one point, I probably had about almost 75 pens. I understand this. And I like certain pens better than other pens, but I'm just kind of a pen freak. Super Bloom, thank you, Terry. She bought me a pattern from So Sweetness. Sarah at So Sweetness, thank you, Terry. She said you can buy any pattern you want, and I bought the Super Bloom tote bag, which is what I had made a while back. Thank you, Terry. Okay, so I figured, what's in that little box? It didn't weigh much, but what is in there? Like a kid in a candy store. So I opened it up and I'm like, it looked like one of those legs eggs they used to get nylons on in the 70s. But no, not quite that oval. I'm like, why isn't it? I see what's in here. It's the cutest little sewing machine. And you know what? It moves. I gotta remember how to do it now. There's a way to do it. He even wrote down, because he probably knows me well enough by now. I'm a little bit numb sometimes. The handle lifts up, and you can turn the handle back and forth, not a 360-degree circle, and the needle will go up and down. Okay, and the handle lifts up too. So I did notice the handle. Grab it with my fingernail. Well, so see, the little handle goes up or down. And then, yes, if you move this handle, I know you guys probably can't see, but the needle goes up and down. So I'm going to find out which shelf to put it on, but that's adorable. I think that is so sweet. So thank you very much, Richard. Now, I'll never get it back in that package correctly. Inside the egg. No, I didn't. It won't close. I'm not going to force it. I already did it once and it worked, but I'm not doing it right now. Okay, and is any box complete without what? Fabric, you say? Oh, I got to look at the chat first, then I'll show you. edge of your seat, right? Nice happy mail, says, whoops, it scrolled on me. It says June. Thank you, June. Kelly says, true, Marie. Yes, my channel has been around for just over 6 years now. See, you can just, people could go and just watch your old content. It's new to them if they haven't seen it. And even if they have seen it, they can watch it again. Yeah. It's personality. That's what it is, Kelly. Hi, Carlita is here. Hi. She says, hi, I'm late. That's okay. And you can always go back and watch the beginning if you want to. Terry says, oh my, Marie, how cute, isn't it? Dora says, aw, that's so cute. June says, so cute, sewing machine. Betty, that is so cute. Jan says, oh, how cute. Laura says, that is so cute. And Kelly says, adorable. Georgina, so cute. And Deb says, I want to be friends with Richard, LOL. Yes, he is a very thoughtful subscriber and friend, isn't he? Okay, so down to the fabric. Now, I know that you guys know, because I tell you 50,000 times the same thing. I just regurgitate it in a separate way. I love autumn fabric. I do. Now, if you were to say, what's your favorite color? I would not say orange or brown or green. I would not say that, okay? Because in all honesty, they're not. But you put those colors together, you're talking my favorite time of year, and I love it. So, he went clearance shopping, and, you know, we all love a good bargain. There's not a thing wrong with a bargain. And this was seasonal fabric. See, it's got the little... I was going to say snowmen. Yeah, see, I'm bright today. Has the scarecrows, who might be snowmen in another life, we don't know. I'm going to open this up a little bit. I'm not going to open it too much because I want to get it back on there. But isn't that gorgeous fabric? Like, that is so sweet. And I'm thinking that along with the next one that I'm going to show you, it would make a gorgeous throw pillow. I love throw pillows. All right. Okay, and again, let me see. Sometimes these little sleeves will slide off here and then allow you to put them back on. So we have pumpkins and we have sunflowers. Squash, I guess. Upside down, upside right, sideways, backwards, any way around. Gorgeous, gorgeous autumn fabrics. Hey, I can't get that back on. I will persist. I will do this. All right, I'll do this when we're not on live. But isn't that beautiful? So thank you very much. I've come to the end. See, it's everything in there. Thank you so much, Richard, and thank you, Glenda. I appreciate it. And as I said earlier, I appreciate Carol, even though I have not received it. I'm thinking maybe someday it'll show up, right? And it'll be a story for another What's Up Wednesday. Okay, let's see. Trey Joyner, well, hello. She says, hello, Marie, I missed you. Did you have a happy Valentine's Day? I enjoyed my Valentine's Day, thank you. I hope you had a good one. The day after Valentine's Day is the anniversary of when my husband and I first met. So we celebrate the 15th of February more than we celebrate our wedding anniversary or Valentine's Day or anything. That's always our special day. Hi, Rita. She says, hey, that is cute. Judy says, that's cute. Thank you very much. Terry says, I'm with you today, Marie. Snowmen equals scarecrows. Gotcha. Hey, if we stick together, it makes it true, Terry. If enough people say it, people believe stuff, right? All right. Georgina, Laura, June, Fern, Rita, Doris, Vivian, Betty, and they all agree it is gorgeous, and it is. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so tomorrow I'm gonna go get my hair cut. I'm 2 months past needing a haircut, so I'm gonna go get that cut tomorrow morning, and I am measurably hopeful. Won't say anymore on having my hair turn out correctly, but we will see. Okay, so as you all know, I've had a rough winter, so I want to get into a conversation with you guys, and I want to wrap this up fairly soon, so I'm not going to beat this to death, but I have a few ideas. So in the comments section, not here in the live, but if you'd like to leave me a comment later after this video is done, I would appreciate it. So I have a few thoughts. I have been working on a few tutorials, but they're short tutorials. They're not longer tutorials, okay? Nothing wrong with that. Not that I think there is. One of my friends, one of my moderators, had said something to me a while back, and you know, she's a pretty smart cookie, and a lot of what she said made sense to me. And over the winter, because I haven't had any new content out there, this has really come back to me. Because her and I were chatting one day about me doing a tutorial. Like, let's say I didn't do, okay, take my tote bag, okay? That I didn't do the full tutorial on a tote bag. Let's say I just show you how to make one of those zippered pockets that go on the inner part of the tote bag. She said, Marie, you don't have to do a soup to nuts tutorial. You could do, these are my words, I can't remember what she said. But I mean, I could show different things, like how do you add zipper tabs? Not that we don't know that, but anyway, it's a good example of something, and it's made me think a lot about that, you know, because many times, let's say that Kelly is making, here again, I'm going to pick on a tote bag. Kelly's making a tote bag, and she knows how to make that tote bag and cut the handles. She doesn't need a pattern. She's just going to wing it. But, man, how did you do that zipper again on the inside? I'd really like that. I might have a tutorial for that, you know, or whatever the case may be. So I think I'm going to start leaning towards some of those things, how to do certain elements so that you can make something. I'm not showing you how to make the thing. I'm showing you how to add to the thing you're already making. Does that make sense? Or how to do a specific part of something. The other thing, I have two more things. Now, any video of mine that is out in YouTube, it's there. You know, you can go back and rewatch it. I follow a lot of people on YouTube, and there's a lot of their videos I haven't seen because I wasn't following them back when they first started, or else I haven't gone back to binge watch all their stuff. So let's say I want you to see my wrist pincushion tutorial. I can re-release that, and how I would do that, not that I'm going to get too technical, but I would go to my hard drive. I have an external hard drive where all my videos are saved, and I could grab that, upload it again, but this time I would do a different intro. I would say, hi, this is a video I did a while back, and I might give you ideas on ways that I've modified it since I made the video, you know, if there are changes or whatever. But all I would be filming is a new introduction and saying, let's take a look back. So I'd love some feedback on whether you think I should do that as well, because I have to get my views back because this winter has been rough for my channel, okay? But I also think that many of the new subscribers probably have not seen those older projects, you know, the older projects. So I would like your thoughts on there. And number 3, what about when I sew on a project, just film myself sewing that project? It's not a tutorial. It might be 35 minutes of watching me make something that I've already done a tutorial on, possibly, who knows. And then I would add what's called a voiceover, and I would just chit-chat, and say things like, well, here you can see I'm adding the zipper, I'm using a zipper foot and a number 12 needle or whatever. I mean, just kind of technically showing and chit-chatting along the way. Now, that wouldn't be an every week kind of thing. It would just be, it's an idea. So the ideas are re-releasing older videos that were popular or whatever with a new introduction, doing tutorials that aren't start to finish their how to do a certain thing, and then filming myself while sewing just because, showing you what I'm working on. So in the description box, in the comments below this video, after we're done, I would love to hear your thoughts on that. All right. This technically is the first Wednesday video. I'm not going to do a drawing for the creative word of the day today because I have not had enough videos to do one. So I am going to wait, and the first Wednesday in March I'm going to draw from the previous, from January and February, so that it's enough, okay? It's enough names in there. But I'm still going to give you a creative word of the day. And here again I am asking a question. We've used this word before, but there's a specific reason that I'm asking to use this word again. And the word is project, or as I say for our Canadian friends, project. Love that. I would like to know, I'd like you to use that word and tell me a project that you like to sew when you need to get your sojo or your sewing mojo back, or a project you go to. What's your go-to project when you just feel like sewing and you want to turn out something quickly? Is it keychains? Is it coin purses? Is it? I would love to hear what you guys like. I always love to hear your comments. I always read the comments. In fact, if you guys want to hear about some good food, go read the comments from Monday's video. We got talking about comfort foods. Oh my land. Between the live chat and the comments, yeah. Okay, so the creative word of the day is project, and I would love to do that. Let me catch up on the chat, and then I will go forward. I'm almost done for the day. Okay, oh, Kelly was leaving. Bye-bye. Oh, Terry says, Michael's had those 1 yard cuts on sale yesterday for $3 a yard. I think I bought 5 and 2 fat quarter bundles that were $5 each. Well, you hit the jackpot. Awesome. So Kelly left. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I'm sure you're gone, but sorry I missed you. Judy, thank you for reminding people to hit the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Hey, Giovanna. There's Giovanna. You know what? She won a postcard, was it 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now? And, of course, I'm making it specifically for her, which I do that a lot. And I had let her know last week that it hadn't been mailed out yet, but I'm like this close to being done. So it could go in the mail tomorrow, but if not, it will be the next day. Probably tomorrow, though. Deb says, yes, I would love tutorials on different parts. Thank you. I appreciate the feedback. Dawn says, good idea. Show us some techniques to help us with our projects. Georgina says, sounds great. Looking forward. See, that's the thing. I've got to recover this thing. And I'm not feeling 100% to do a lot of big tutorials or something like that. When I think back to my 5-part tote bag series, that was a lot of energy, but I loved that. I love that. I'm being realistic with myself, though. I am. I'm being realistic, and I know that I'm not at that point right now. I'll get there, and I appreciate all the feedback, and I also appreciate you guys sticking with me when I have been everywhere but here this winter. Yeah, it's been a rough one, but I'm back. I'm coming back little by little, and it's just, I appreciate all your sincere thoughts and well wishes, and you guys sticking by me. Okay, so we need to do 2 drawings. Before we do, I'm going to say one more thing. We got talking about food the other day, so I'm going to mention food really quickly. I have been craving lasagna. Like, that's all I have thought of for weeks is lasagna. I love lasagna. Couldn't tell, right? And my husband loves lasagna. So yesterday I said, I've got that Italian sausage in the fridge. I'm going to make lasagna. He said, oh, that sounds really good. It was about an hour later when I had started cooking the meats and prepping everything that I realized we didn't have any ricotta cheese, nor did we have any cottage cheese. Now, if I had a car, I'd pop in the car and run to the store and pick some up. But we don't. I couldn't. I'm stuck. So my thought process, kind of, little by little, went from, I wonder how different it would be if I just didn't have that layer, if I just used the mozzarella and maybe extra sauce. Oh yeah, extra sauce would do it. Extra cheese? No. Maybe I should make something different. So I'm going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now, my dad, who's been gone 9 years now, he was a chef. And something that he told me many years ago and showed me many years ago kind of hit me. A bechamel sauce. I thought I have everything for it, but I couldn't quite remember how he made it. So I'm not a person for Googling things right away. I think I mentioned a while back that one thing that I totally miss is not knowing, like not having instant access and having to think about things. So I don't necessarily go to Google. Like, I didn't go to Google and say, what can I substitute if I don't have ricotta cheese for lasagna? I wanted to think about it. I wanted to figure it out. It's like a little, yay, you can still do that. But I thought I could do this, because if for anyone who doesn't know, like, let's say I go to make gravy and I don't have any drippings or whatever. I'm going to take 3 tablespoons of real butter and 3 tablespoons of flour. I'm going to melt the butter. I'm going to put the flour in. I'm going to cook it, and I'm going to add things like garlic and onion and my other seasonings, a little bit of chicken broth possibly, or water, and I'm going to make a gravy. Yum, right? Simple, sure. A bechamel sauce is not any different. You're melting your butter, you put your flour in, and then you usually use either whole milk or cream. I had some half and half and some skim milk. It kind of went together. So I made that sauce, and then I thought, but it's going in a lasagna. So I grabbed my Parmesan cheese and grated some of that on my box grater. And I thought, I'm going to add a little bit of mozzarella. It's going in lasagna. It's cheese, So I put, not a lot, but a little bit of freshly grated Parmesan and mozzarella in that. I added some, it's called seasoned salt. It's basically paprika and stuff. I'm not huge on salt, but I do tend to cook with it sparingly, and I thought that the white sauce needed it, so I did add some. I put this all in place just like you normally would any lasagna, instead of the ricotta or cottage cheese, and I am here to tell you, oh my land. Perfect lasagna. It was perfect. 10 out of 10. Would highly recommend. So while I'm eating, I grabbed my phone and I typed in bechamel sauce for lasagna. It's a thing. I didn't invent this. I'm not the first to use this. I thought, I was like, oh, Dad would be so proud of me for remembering that and to use it for lasagna. Yay. No, it's a thing. In fact, there are people who swear by using it over using ricotta or So for about an hour and a half, I really thought I'd done something brilliant. It's been done. So I wanted to share that story with you guys. Oh, let's see. Hi, Giovanna. Crystal or Rita says accessories to a project. And Carla, super idea step by step. Doris says teaching different components is a great idea. Some people struggle with just one particular thing. That's a good point, Doris. Very good point. All right. Hi, Gisela. Hello, hello. She says, hi, Marie, and everyone in the chat. It's good to see you. Giovanna says that would be a good idea. Everyone's saying hello. Terry says, yes, bring those videos forward. It makes them fresh. Yeah, see, I was just worried about people who've been with me the whole time. They might be like, why is she regurgitating this? I've seen it. But I don't know. I think it would work. Giovanna, any video will be welcome, Marie. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Terry says, yes, all these things work. Do a voiceover, too. Okay. I'm going to go really quickly here because I really need to go. It is 4 o'clock. And Giovanna says, well, if you can reuse your older videos, why not? Right. Carla says, we love you. Recovery is an energy balance. Terry, even showing the different stitches on your machine, I find interesting. Yeah, I have a thought about that, too. Thank you, Terry. Gisela, Marie, I understand. I can still not cut fabric. I'm so sorry, Gisela. All right. Oh, and there is Lisa. Lisa. I used your what's up whenever earlier. You'd have to rewatch. Giovanna says, what? You put ricotta in lasagna? No way. I only use Parmesan cheese in my lasagna. Yeah, I think it's what we get used to. It is. It is. Terry says, Giovanna, I put a ricotta mixture in my lasagna. My nanny and mom did that too, so I do it. Yeah, it's what we get used to. Kathy says she would love seeing all 3 of my ideas. Doris says it's an American thing. It might be, but my grandfather was born in Italy and he always used a mixture of ricotta and cottage, but I don't know if that's because it's what we had available or maybe my grandmother liked it or who knows. I don't really know what the answer to that would be. Giovanna, my bechamel is fantastic. I learned from a professional chef. Yeah, and when my dad showed me, it was years ago, and I had just a basic memory of how to do it, but yeah, it came out all right. All right. Gisela has to go to bed. Have fun. Take all the time you need. Thank you for dropping in, Gisela. Great to see you. Carla says, my favorite lasagna is primavera made with the bechamel sauce. I'm sorry, I'm terrible about pronunciations. Rita says lasagna does not have to have cottage cheese or ricotta. See, that's what I was thinking. How bad could it be without it, right? Terry, well, I do as they did. All my grandparents were born and lived in Italy for years. Yeah, and I think it's regional, probably, most likely. Yeah. Oh, let's see. I keep scrolling on me. I've lost my place. I apologize. Terry says, Marie, that sounds delicious. It was wonderful. Terry says, I did do something brilliant, and it was back up on the internet. Lisa says, brilliance is in the mind of the beholder or the consumer. She speaketh truth. Terry says, it doesn't have to have ricotta, but we do it that way. Do you make it with tiny meatballs? I've done it that way before, but like yesterday I didn't. I used ground beef and some Italian sausage. I was already making a bechamel sauce. How much do you want? No, I'm teasing. Fern says, I like to make small projects that can be made in a day, like a coin purse. Great. Yeah, it is. Rita says, come to think of it, my Italian grandma's never used ricotta or cottage in her lasagna. I never thought about it. I just never put either one. Yeah, like I said, I think it's what we get used to. There's so many people that do things that way, you know. Carla says, oh, Marie, you're too cute. The best food ideas are spur of the moment. They are. Hi, Gladys. Good to see you. She's dropping in. Aunt Di. Well, hello, hello. Let's see, and everyone's saying hello to Lisa, and Lisa is reminding for the thumbs up. Thank you, everyone. Barb says hello and goodbye. We'll catch everyone on the replay. Bye, Barb. Thank you for dropping in. Okay, are we ready? We have the 2 drawings to do, and then I gotta run. Have to feed Mr. Scrappy and myself. My belly's growling. Not for lasagna. I've already had it 3 times since last night. Okay, so we are going to draw for the fabric giveaway. So again, we would love to thank Kimberly from My Fabric Addiction. She sponsors our weekly fabric giveaway. It is for people who subscribe to my channel who live here in the United States due to postal costs. It has to be that way. And you can't have won anything from my channel in the previous 90 days. Okay. So I have my tablet here. I'm going to turn down the brightness some. Okay. Now, are we ready? So, the winner of the weekly comment of the week, which means they win a fabric postcard, is username Diane Boudreau 8201, who wrote 20 days ago, might I add, I missed the tutorial on cards, but we'll go back. I love mixing fabrics. So I will go to this comment and I will let her know that she won. Okay? Now, here we have number 2. This is the fabric winner. Oh, the fabric winner is here. I'm not going to tell you the name first. I'm just going to read the comment. And it says, I miss face-to-face interaction with people. I'm feeling lucky that I will win the fabrics. To those of you who need a physical calendar, you are my tribe. Aunt Di, congratulations to Aunt Di for the fabric prize, and congratulations to Diane Boudreaux, Boudreaux 8201 for winning the postcard of the week. I will notify you both by your comments to let you know. I'm going to take screenshots of that. A minute ago while we were sitting here, I clicked because I had both tabs open, so all I had to do was hit the button that it says pick random YouTube comments. So they've been sitting there, and I was trying not to glance down because I didn't want to give it away. Anyway, congratulations to Aunt Di and to, I have to keep going back to her name. I'm sorry. I keep going to say Debbie Boudreaux, but it's Diane Boudreaux. All right, so again, anyone who missed it, the word of the day was project. I want to hear about those small projects that you love to make or ones that get your sewing mojo back. Okay, and again, I would love to thank my moderators. These girls are the best, without a doubt, hands down, just no doubt about it, the best. Appreciate it. So with that, I'm going to get going here. If I finish a tutorial for this weekend, you'll see it. If I don't, I'm not stressing about it, okay? I'll get it out when I do. But if I don't get my tutorial finished, I'm just going to re-release a video from way back, you know, that some of the newer viewers haven't seen. Or maybe you've been a subscriber for a while and you missed it. If you did, you don't need to watch it. It'll be there, okay? All right, so thank you to everyone. I had a wonderful time. It is always so good to chat with you. Always, always. Thank you for watching me open my Happy Mail. Thank you for the Happy Mail. I appreciate that. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. Thank you, Terry. She dropped my email in there. Vivian, that's right. I will not stress. I can't stress. Joanne Butterfield, hello. She says project bags with clear vinyl fronts and crumb placemats for Meals on Wheels. Great idea. In fact, I've been looking at doing a few bags with the clear plastic front. Doris is going back to her embroidery machine. Betty says have a great day. Adios from New Mexico. Okay, everyone, I can't read all your wonderful comments. Love to you all. Take care, and remember, be kind out there. The world needs more of that. I'll see you next time right here at Marie's Scrappy Creations. Bye-bye. Hope you had a good time. I know I did. Bye.